Hello and welcome to Ask a Web Geek. My name is CJ Gilbert and I'm the website safari guide. I'm here to help guide you through the jungle that is the internet and help you get where you need to go in your business. We could be working on your website. We could be working on your email campaign. We could be working on any number of things. This is the place for you to ask questions and we'll get those answers. Either I'll provide the answer or our community will provide the answer. We have a fantastic community and I'll be telling you in just a few minutes how you can become a part of it. But first, I want to wish you a happy new year. It's the year 2020. I can't believe it. It's the future. We're living in the future. It's amazing. I tell my kids every day, we're living in the future. It's amazing. I want to bring on our featured animal of the week. It's this little tortoise guy. And I want you to see the tortoise, and I want you to remember the tale of the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise took slow, gradual steps, and he beat that rabbit. He beat that hare that was cocky and sure he was going to beat the tortoise because of how fast he goes. Fast, 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 fast. Well, he went fast, and then he fell asleep, but the tortoise kept going. So let that be something that sticks in your mind this week as you think about your business and you think about how to move forward. You may feel like I do that coming out of the holiday season, it's kind of hard to get back in the grind of things. It's kind of hard to get things going again, hard to get the show going, hard to remember how my slides work and my video works and get all the pieces back in play. But none of that matters. What matters is that you keep going. So this little tortoise, let him be a symbol to remind you that it's not about how fast you go, but really it's about the slow, steady, consistent steps that you're taking in your life and your business. That's what leads to success. That's what leads to continuous improvement. All you have to do is take one step at a time. If you've taken one step forward today, that's a success. See if you can take one more step. If you can't, don't beat yourself up about it. Just remember the tortoise going one step at a time. And that's how we solve problems here in the web jungle. We just go one step at a time. It's really easy to get totally overwhelmed with all the steps to a process. When we start talking about the website and the hosting and the email and the this and the that and the email campaigns and that links over to here and then they opt in and then they have to go over here to the email and then da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, it can feel very overwhelming. And I totally understand that. You know, I don't think any one thing that we do is super complicated, requires a whole lot of brain power to tackle it, but it can be very overwhelming because there's so many pieces to the puzzle. So just remember, one step at a time. That's how we'll do it here in the jungle, okay? Let's jump into our slides. I've got some great stuff to tell you about today. By the way, I have a new hat. Do you like it? This is my website jungle safari hat. I don't know if I'll leave it on the whole show. It's not making my face look too dark or anything, is it? Maybe I'll leave it. Who knows? We'll see. All right, let's jump over here to our slideshow. So this is Ask a Web Geek. My name is CJ Gilbert. I'm your web safari guide. If you want to drop me a note, you certainly can. CJ at AskAWebGeek.com. Check us out on our website, AskAWebGeek.com. This is where we say, hey, what would you like to ask a web geek? I've got a lot of free resources out there and videos, and I teach people that your website is your number one tool. What? Yeah, your website is your number one tool to grow and support your business. And if you think of it like that, it can help you attract more customers, make more sales, enhance your customer service. This will increase your efficiency. This will help you save time, save money, and even serve your clients better, faster, and easier. Let me take just a moment to acknowledge you. If you're listening to my voice right now, if you're watching this video, I want to say congratulations. You're taking a few minutes out of your busy day. You might even be on your commute if you're listening to the podcast. And I want to say congratulations. Good for you. You want to improve your business and you're taking the steps to do so. You're taking that one step at a time. So I say good for you. Give yourself a little pat on the back and say great job. And really acknowledge yourself for being here and taking these steps forward. There's a lot of ways to get involved in Ask a Web Geek or watch our show. The first step is to join our Facebook group. That's the place where you can ask me questions, make a new post right there in our Facebook group to ask a question of something you're struggling with, something I can help you with, a tool or a resource you wish you knew about or you wish you knew how to use better. That's the place to go. Join our Facebook group. And then after we film the show live, we go live in our Facebook group first. That's where we tape the show live together as a community. Then a couple days later, I produce the video and put it over on our YouTube channel. So subscribe on YouTube. You can watch the video when it comes out there later. Also, we invite you to follow on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, Ask a Web Geek. Feel free to ask me any questions on Twitter. And if you are on Twitter and you're listening to the podcast, by the way, you can listen to the podcast. We're on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and several other podcast players. Find us on your favorite podcast player. Come to the website. I've got quick links to Apple and Google Podcasts. And if there's any other podcast players that you use, do a quick search and see if you can find Ask a Web Geek there. If it doesn't pop up, please let me know. Drop me a note, cj@askawebgeek.com, because I want to make sure it's available to you there. But if you're listening to the podcast and you happen to have Twitter, feel free to tweet along. This is a real popular thing to do if you're a podcast listener. It doesn't matter when you're listening to the show, at night, in the morning, 3 months from now. Because of the magic of the internet, you can still tweet at me, hey, I'm listening to episode 9 right now, and I really liked what you said about business networking, and it really helped me out, and thanks a lot. Or I have a question about something you just said. How can I learn more about whatever? That's the place to do it. So feel free to listen to the podcast and tweet along with us on Twitter, and let me know if you have any questions at all that I can help you with. Disclaimer, you must be willing to have your question or issue addressed in a public forum. As I just mentioned, we put the show out in all these places, and I just want to make sure that the questions you're asking is okay for me to share with the general public. If we're going to look at your live website or we're going to log into a back-end control panel, we'll hide your password, we'll do anything we need to do to hide any sensitive information. Just let me know that that's something that you need, okay? And remember, this is not legal or professional advice. I'm a web geek. I know a lot about the internet and about websites and marketing, but I'm not an attorney and I'm not a CPA. So do make sure to check in with those professionals that are trained and certified to take care of those particular pieces for you. You should have a business attorney, you should have a CPA that you can turn to get that professional advice for your business. Remember, you accept responsibility for everything, including your own success. So who am I? I'm CJ Gilbert. I'm the website Safari Guide. It says so right here on my hat. Just kidding. It doesn't actually say that, but I have a new hat. I'm really excited about it. Hi, Patrick. Thanks for joining the show with us today. Really glad that you're here. You like my new hat? It's my website Safari Guide hat. My name is CJ Gilbert. I'm the website Safari Guide. I've been a web developer for over 20 years, and now I'm a speaker and author. Yes, I still build websites, but I also provide ongoing coaching and support for people who already have a website, but they need something else. I can provide personal one-on-one coaching to you, or if you're interested in this group format, come to the show, come to our Facebook group, ask the question right there. I'll answer it. Our community will answer it. So I'm providing all these resources for you to make sure that you get what you need done in your business and can keep moving forward. My business is serving your business. I want you to do more business. I want you to do better business. Better, do more and do better. Patrick, does that sound familiar? I was using it before I met you. Don't sue me. Be on the lookout today for your golden nugget. You know, you'll learn something new each time you read my book, you hear me speak, you watch me videos, you buy me a cup of coffee. That's why we do this show the way we do it. We go live first in the Facebook group. That's one level of interaction. Then later it goes to YouTube. You can watch it again later. That's another layer of interaction. Then you could pull it up later as a podcast, listen to it as you're driving. That's another layer of interaction. And your brain is going to process the show. Yes, the same show. It's going to process it differently each time you watch and or listen to it. So just be on the lookout for that golden nugget, and you'll find it. Hey, I want to apologize for just a minute. My 4-year-old just woke up, and apparently he's fighting with my kids in the living room. So this is the beauty of working from home. I'm a work from home dad, so we're here in the web cave. You never know what animals are going to make noises. It could be my dogs out here. It could be the kids over there. Who knows? So I thank you for your patience and your kind understanding. Back to the show. So look for your golden nugget today. Hey, grab some paper. I draw a line right down the middle or just to the right of the middle. Label that left side notes and that right side actions. That way you can take your stream of consciousness notes right down the left side of the paper. But there's going to be things that really stand out to you, and you're going to want to move quickly on those items. And so that's what you're going to put in the right-hand column, in that action column. And make sure to star those golden nuggets so you can find them later. Ask a Web Geek is sponsored by the Active Life Company. I'm using my Active Life Company mug here. Melissa made me so happy when she became our first official sponsor. She became our first official mug sponsor by giving me a mug with her logo on it. If you've got a logo, if you've got a mug with a logo on it, send me one. I'll drink from it out of the show and make you one of our sponsors. We'll have more sponsorship opportunities as the year goes on, but this is the easiest, cheapest for you way to get involved. So I want a big shout out to Melissa. Thank you so much for my mug, and I love that you're a sponsor of our show and very active in the community. So check out her website, theactivelifecompany.com. She offers an all-natural skin protectant that she formulated because she's very active. She's in the desert. She's doing all kinds of sports out there and hiking, a lot of hiking all over the place, and she wanted something that would fit her needs. So she created Cover, the all-natural skin protectant. Check that out, theactivelifecompany.com, and look what she did. She made us a special code, WebGeek. All one word, all uppercase, we're pretty sure. You can get 15% off any order using our code WebGeek at theactivelifecompany.com. Thanks, Melissa. Also, check out my free video workshop. This is a workshop I put together for you. It's 7 videos. They're short. They're 10 minutes each, and they walk you through new ideas for your website, way to improve your sales, your service, and how people find you, what I call your search. Check that out at mywebsitesafari.com. I would say this is the perfect place to go to get the groundwork laid, so you can see what we want your website to do right from the start, get all the base ideas, mywebsitesafari.com, and then come right back here to the show, Ask a Web Geek, and ask those extra questions that you have or that you thought of as that workshop went on. Write down your notes, come on back and ask me right here in our Facebook group, and we'll make sure to get those extra questions answered for you. So you can check out that free workshop at mywebsitesafari.com. 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 If you're driving and you can't write this down, remember you can always come back to AskAWebGeek.com. Find the episode, and in our show notes, I have links to everything I talk about. So you can always come back to AskAWebGeek.com to get these links later. Well, buckle up and stay hydrated. I've got my water here and my coffee. I'm going to take a quick sip, and we're going to jump into some more information I want to share with you today. I don't have any specific questions from our audience. We're just getting kind of rebooted here for the new year. But I do have some resources that I want to share with you to get you off to a big bang in your year. So I've got some resources, some general resources to share with everybody no matter where you're located, and then I also want to give you a couple specific information for people here in San Diego with me. I'm in San Diego, California, and a lot of our community is based here in San Diego, so I want to tell you about some networking opportunities that are available. But first, no matter where you are in the world, one of the best things you can do to get ready for 2020 is to create a written sales and marketing plan. And every year, my sales mentor, Eric Lothholm, does a free course where he teaches you how to do this, how to create that sales and marketing plan. It's an amazing course. It's totally free, and it is still available to you. Even though the live class has passed, that's not a problem. They are recorded, and you can still jump in and take advantage of this class. And I really encourage you to do that. You can find that at 2020plan.gilbertstudios.com. That's 2020plan, Plan, .gilbertstudios.com. Go to that link, check out this free course from Eric. You'll be really glad you did. There's 3-hour-long courses, and he walks you through exactly how to create a written sales and marketing plan. There's templates involved. He makes it fun and easy, and it's really going to put you in a great mindset for success for your year to come. But that's not all. I want you to be put in the mindset of success every day. And so I'm going to also invite you to check out Eric's free daily call that he does every morning. It's a 15-minute call that his team puts on, and you can get all the details at amcall.gilbertstudios.com. That's AM like the morning time, like it's 9 a.m., it's 9:30 a.m., amcall.gilbertstudios.com. There's a bunch of ways you can watch you can listen to his daily show. You could be live on the call. I'm live as often as possible, but sometimes I'm doing a show like this or I'm doing a meeting, so I always at least listen to it later on the recording. It's on his website. He has a podcast website. You can listen to it later, and it also goes to YouTube. So just go to this link right here, amcall.gilbertstudios.com, pop in your email address, and he's going to send you all those details. He'll give you the access code if you want to jump on the live call. He'll send you the Facebook group, the YouTube channel, and the website address too. So no matter what works best for your schedule, you'll be able to plug into that call daily and put yourself in the mindset of success. I can't encourage you enough to participate in this on a daily basis. It's so easy to get pulled into the jungle of your life, into the jungle of things that keep happening. And it's important to take a moment to pause and put yourself in the right mindset. This is a great way to do it. So I encourage you to do this every day. All the details, amcall.gilbertstudios.com. Alrighty, there's a couple episodes of Ask a Web Geek that I just want to reference to you quickly. This is episode 19, and I want to encourage you to check out these 2 episodes where we've done a recap of all the episodes that came before it. So I encourage you, I'm not going to do this in today's show because we've done it previously. Go check out episode 17 for a full recap of all the things that we've covered before and exactly where you can find those in which episode. I'm going to give a couple shout outs today in today's show to a couple ones that I want you to check out, but if you want to get the intro to all previous 16 shows, go to episode 17 and watch or listen to that one, and that will help you find the piece that you want to jump to next. There's not really a linear progression to this show. It's all based on the questions that have been asked, and it's funny, we've kind of created a linear progression, sometimes backward, and I'll go into that in a little bit, but what my point is, you can jump into any one of these episodes. They do not necessarily, you do not have to start at one and go forward. You can jump into any of them and just get that tip, that message from that day. So check out episode 17 for that full recap. I want to talk to you today about business networking. I want to talk in 2 ways. First of all, if you're new to the concept of business networking, I want to invite you to check out episode 9, where I talk about business networking. I talk about the 2 different kinds of networking groups, and I talk about the best strategy for you to use to implement business networking in your business as a strategy to create new relationships and find new referrals. I'll give you a secret. It's not about jumping into a room and throwing your business card at everyone and jumping out again. It's about creating and building relationships with other business owners and entrepreneurs that live in your city, in similar industries, in complementary industries, or in something totally different. As you build those relationships, that's how you'll build referrals. Business networking is it's probably the number 1 thing that I do to get more business. So I want to encourage you to check out episode 9 of Ask a Web Geek, where we talk all about business networking and how you can use it and the right mindset that you should have when you do that. I also want to share with you an update for 2020. We've got some new opportunities in San Diego. I'm going to transition out. All of those previous things are for everybody listening, no matter where you are. And if you're in San Diego or you're coming to San Diego, I want to tell you about some San Diego specific business networking. Number 1 on my list is my exclusive networking group. This is a group that only allows 1 person per category. And the one that I go to is East County Referrals. We meet every Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m. in El Cajon. You can find out more at their website, ecreferrals.com. ecreferrals.com. Check out our website, check out our directory, see if we have an opening in your business category. Drop me an email through there, through here, anywhere you like, and I'll be happy to give you more information about that. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, feel free to check out episode 9, where I go into a little bit more about these different kinds of groups. Then we've got Exceptional Entrepreneurs, also known as EE. This group has exploded over the last year. It's gotten really busy. We had a weekly Friday meeting in Mission Valley, and now we've expanded. We are now having weekly meetings on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and also our weekly meeting in Mission Valley. Let me break it down for you. So on Wednesdays, it's all of these locations, by the way, the time is always 11:30 to 1. It's a lunch meeting. It's non-exclusive, welcoming all people from all categories. There's no overlap, there's no membership, there's no dues, there's no attendance requirements. You are free to come as often as you can, when you can, without penalty. So here's how it works. North County is Wednesdays. So there's 2 locations. There's a first and third, and there's a second and fourth. And I'm not going to pretend to know which is which. Instead, I'm going to invite you to check out the meetup group. You can search Google for Exceptional Entrepreneurs, and you'll find the meetup group. Or it is meetup.com/exceptional entrepreneurs. Or you can search meetup for Exceptional Entrepreneurs, and you're going to find all the locations and times and specific dates and all that kind of stuff there. So I will tell you that the North County meetings are on Wednesdays, and it's going back and forth between an Oceanside location and an Encinitas location, I think. I don't often get up to North County these days because I'm very involved in East County. We're now in East County on Thursdays. And in a similar way, we're going back and forth between 2 locations. We have an El Cajon and a La Mesa location. So I do know, because I'm the one that's helping host these, that the first and third Thursday is our La Mesa location, which is at the Hoolies in Grossmont Center. So that's the first and third Thursday at Hoolies in Grossmont Center. Then the second and fourth Thursday is in El Cajon at Urban Pizza Cafe. It's at the corner of Main and Magnolia. Urban Pizza. That is the second and fourth Thursday of the month. So that means we have 4 meetings a month now on Thursdays and Wednesdays for Exceptional Entrepreneurs. And of course, we are still doing our weekly meeting in Mission Valley at the Denny's, right off the 8 freeway, right at Mission Center Road, right across from the Mission Valley Mall. You can check us out there every Friday, 11:30 to 1 at the Denny's in Mission Valley. Let me know if you have any questions at all about any of those times, dates, locations, etc. But they are all on Meetup for you to find. If you're one of the first 20, 30 to 40 people, depending on the location and the date, you can register for free. So do make sure to check out the detail of the particular date and location you're looking for. You'll find the Eventbrite link that you can go to and register. And if you're one of the first, you can register for free at that Eventbrite link. It is available no sooner than 1 week before the exact date you're looking at. So do keep that in mind. You can only grab the free spot if you're within that 1 week period of time. That's all on Meetup. And I also want to mention WSPN, Welcoming Services Professional Network. This is a great networking group. They've got chapters all over San Diego as well. Yes, it's all available on Meetup as well. So you can go to meetup.com/WSPN WSD is how you'll find our San Diego locations. I'm at the one in La Mesa, which is the second and fourth Friday. That's at 9 a.m. At the Brew Coffee Spot in La Mesa. And it is on Meetup as well, if you forget that. So check us out there, La Mesa, second and fourth Friday at 9 a.m. Let me know if you have any questions at all about any of those dates and times and places. This is the main networking groups that I go to and I'm a part of now, and I would love to see you there. It's now time to Ask a Web Geek. This is the part of the show where we would invite you to ask us a question that we can answer to help move you forward in your business. This is a list of all the things we have previously answered on the show. I am not going to read you this list, but instead I will tell you to check out episode 17, where I do a really big recap of all the things we've gone over previously, and I tell you exactly where you can go to find those pieces. So if you have any of these questions, check out episode 17 or come to our website to look through, and you'll find where we've covered these items. Join the conversations in our Facebook group. We invite our community to make a new post and ask their questions directly. And we also have some ongoing conversations. If you have anything you can add to these, please jump in and give us your comments. We're looking for new information on CRM, customer relationship management tools. What do you like? What have you used? What's working for you or not? How about project management tools? Maybe you're a graphic designer, website designer like me, and you happen to have a particular tool you like to help manage your projects. Let us know. We've got some suggestions in there, but we're always looking for more information. Melissa's also asking if you have any experience with PR Web or if you know of any other services that she can use to create backlinks. And I want to know about offline resources. Can you recommend some good books and resources for offline, inexpensive guerrilla marketing techniques and ideas? This was a question asked by Peter. He wanted to know, what are some relatively cheap things that business owners and independent professionals can do to gain greater exposure and reach in their local areas and beyond? Of course, my number one answer was business networking. That's the best number one way to get offline, meet some people face to face, build those relationships that then leads to more referrals. But if you have any other ideas on how someone could do that, please come to our Facebook group, Ask a Web Geek, and give us your input. You'll find this post right here in our announcement area, and I invite you to leave a comment underneath it. Yes, I invited you to check out episode 17 for the full recap, but these episodes right here were so good, I wanted to draw your attention to them. I did not plan for them to work together like they do, but these 4 episodes, I really want to give them a quick shout out and invite you to go check them out, because what happened here, I kind of built it backward, but what happened here is this is really solid information I want you to check out. So episode 10, we talk about your goals and your target market. That's probably the best thing you can do when you're getting started with your website, with your marketing, with your business. You really need to take a few minutes and talk about your goals and talk about your target market. Think about those things and be real specific with yourself. And in episode 10, I talked about how to do that. So check that out. And then in episode 11, I'm gonna walk through this, then I'm gonna go backward again. In episode 11, you watched me create and send an email blast to my email list. In episode 12, you watched me create and send some social media posts. I did that live on the show, episode 12. And then in episode 13, I was asked a question about how someone could get more traffic to their website, how they could post content, how they could use their blog, what SEO was all about. And so I really want to highlight episode 13 for you. This right here is the biggest golden nugget I think I've given away on the show so far. I teach you how to create a full SEO strategy, how to take 2 hours out of your month on a Saturday and create an entire month worth of blog posts, social media posts, and emails that you can send to your email list. Check it out. It's one of my best teachings that I've done to date, and that's in episode 13. So I lay out the whole strategy, I tell you exactly how it works, and then if you need help with any of the specific pieces, Jump back to 12 to watch me do the social media. Jump back to 11 to watch me do the email. And if you have any questions at all about any of those things, please drop me an email, send me a tweet, jump into our Facebook group, and ask me that question. We're here to help. We're here to support you in your business. So what questions do you have? How can I help you? What's stopping you from moving forward? Or what's a tool that you know you need to use better or learn better, but you're just not sure what to do with it? Please come to our Facebook group and ask that question. If we've already talked about it in a previous show, I'll send you right to where you can get that information. If we haven't talked about it, it will absolutely become a future show where I will go into as much information as you want without trying to give you too much information. If we can look at a website live, or we can log right into your website and make a change or help you with something, we will absolutely do that. Let me take a real quick field trip here. To our website. This is the Ask A Web Geek website, AskAWebGeek.com. This is a great place for you to come and find all the links and resources. If you come to AskAWebGeek.com, you can use this green button right here to join our Facebook group. That's the #1 place you should go. Then I'd love it if you subscribed on YouTube. Use this blue button. You can find all the episodes that we've ever done with this episode button. You can find our latest episode right here on the front if you want to jump into it immediately, and you can get to all the previous episodes that way. And if you want to listen to the podcast, here is where you can find the shortcut links to Apple and Google right there. If you have any specific, if you want to jump right to a podcast player of your choice. So this is the best place to go to get all the links and resources that we have available. Every one of the shows is there. They all have show notes, and all the show notes have links to the resources that we talk about. So that's a great resource for you to keep coming back to. I also want to invite you to check out my blog at gilbertstudios.com/blog. I did an article back here about business networking, right here, Introduction to Business Networking, and where I talk about some of the best things to do. And this is some of the material that I went over in that episode 9, so you can watch the video, episode 9, or if you're a reader, you can come to my blog post and check that out, Introduction to Business Networking. And I've got more tools and resources there. I've got a resources page right here underneath this info drop down, so you can get to my free video training, you can get to my resources. There's a whole lot of information there at gilbertstudios.com/blog, gilbertstudios.com/resources, and of course, AskAWebGeek.com. My business is here to support your business, and I want to do everything that I can to help make that happen. So I have all of these resources available to you. I will send you whatever can help you next. Or if it's not something already here that I can send you, ask me the question. We'll make a show about it in an upcoming show. Okay? Ask me anything that you want, and if it's appropriate for this website show, we'll answer it. Ask a Web Geek, sponsored by theactivelifecompany.com. Melissa is a great part of our community, and she made this code WebGeek. If you want to get 15% off of your order at theactivelifecompany.com, you please use our code WebGeek, and you can enjoy 15% off. Don't forget to check out Eric Lofholm's free training course to plan your year. Plan your best year and create that written sales and marketing plan. You can get all those details at 2020plan.gilbertstudios.com. It's not too late. Sign up now. Watch it now. Create it now. It's not too late. It's never too late. It does not matter what month or day or time you're hearing me say this. The time is now. Jump over there and get involved. And also jump into the daily call. This is where I get fired up every day and put myself in the mindset of success. And I want you to do the same. Get all the details, amcall.gilbertstudios.com. Just pop in your email address. He'll send you all the codes and links and details. You can jump on the live call. You can watch it later on the website or on YouTube. Get all the details at amcall.gilbertstudios.com. Also, do check out my free video workshop. This is the best place to go to get a foundation of ideas of how to make your website do more for your business. Increase your search, increase your sales, increase your service. You can get all those ideas at mywebsitesafari.com. Totally free, nothing to buy. You can get the whole course in its entirety, mywebsitesafari.com. This has been Ask a Web Geek. All the links and details are at askawebgeek.com. I want to thank you so much for your time and attention. I'm here to support you. Let me know what questions you have. Let me know what resources you need. Let me know what other professional you need to meet that I can introduce you to. I've got a lot of amazing people in my network, and I'll do my best to connect you with the professional that will help you with the very next piece that you need. Remember, it's all about taking one step at a time. So what's that next step for you? Is it someone I can introduce you to? Is it a networking meeting so you can meet a couple other professionals in your area? Or do you have a question on a website or social media or some sort of tool or technology that we can go into in a future show and help you move forward in your business? At Gilbert Studios, we understand the internet is a jungle. It's too easy to get lost, fall down hidden paths, and not end up where you want to go. You need to hire a well-trained guide. Join up with a tribe of people that can help you, keep you, lead you through, and get you where you want to go. The internet's a jungle. Let me be your guide. Have a wonderful 2020. Let me know how I can support you, and I wish you a wonderful week. Have a wonderful Website Wednesday, and we'll see you next week in the Web Jungle. God bless. Internet's a jungle. Roar!